I was like, I wanted to do a million things. I was wearing several hats, but finally today, this morning, I was able to really just focus on what I want to do. Like, what am I advertising? What am I looking for on LinkedIn? So I've decided to be a mentor and job search coach for PhDs and postdocs in STEM. So it's very, very focused. And I think I will but this is a result of around 3 weeks of experimenting. And then that's one. Second is that, okay, I will admit I've been after the numbers, like vanity metrics, because it also somehow counts. And that's why I participate in the social Saturday and Sunday in the past 3 weeks, but not anymore this time, because I am more focused on ensuring that the people I connect with would be potential clients or would be people who will be able to help me as I move on with being a job search coach. That's second. And then third is that last Thursday, I was invited to a meeting by a CEO of a tech company in Vancouver. And I was like curious because they had a very good program already for women in STEM. And they said, and so I asked, how can I help? And they said that they wanted me to help them disseminate information about their programs. And I thought, oh, I'm an influencer. And so finally, and then they said that, Christine, we have to admit, because there were two of them in the company, that they've been stalking me for a few weeks now. And so I don't think I was putting out great content, but I was being consistently out there almost every day, following Hamad's, direction. You should do this, you should do that.
Right.
So
Me too.
that is the
Yeah.
first thing. Exciting part is, I think I never knew that the LinkedIn has so much potential. I mean, literally, we just thought it's a social media platform for professionals. That's it. More than that, nothing. But just a glimpse of what it can do, and thinking of this potential in mind, and then relating it to our own journeys. I think, especially for me, that my journey from now onwards, what can I do to achieve what I want through LinkedIn? I think a big part of it, I never thought that I will be using LinkedIn for any future growth or any future projects. Apart from that, somebody will reach out to me for a job, through LinkedIn, which they had in the past. But now it seems like there are good opportunities. For example, a couple of days ago, I did not even discuss with Hamad yet, but somebody approached me that they are, I think, startup founders, seed fundraisers, stuff like that, and they approached me because of my background in private equity and such projects, and they said,
that I've realized the power of LinkedIn. And earlier I just used to treat it as my resume. Everything was there, what was on my resume. But now I'm slowly and steadily trying to make it different from my resume and working on it. And also one more thing was that earlier I used to just send requests to people, without much research. But after these sessions, I do a thorough study. I read the profile and I also add a message, which I think I wasn't doing earlier. And since the time I've started, writing a message before sending a request, it is really working and people do connect. And they actually, the number of connect calls that I've had through LinkedIn is amazing. I never thought that people would be so helpful. But I think it actually is the approach that you take to actually network with people.
Except or send the connection request. I was not aware that there are so many technicalities involved when it comes to LinkedIn profile regarding the search and how the profile ranks. So those things have really helped me out. Still, I do agree. I need to make my lot of changes on my profile based on whatever Hamad told me. So yeah, I will make it. But it was good knowledgeable last few days for me when it comes to LinkedIn. Yeah. Now I am strictly I would say, adding the folks which are quite relevant to me. So I'm just doing the research what I should be doing before either sending requests or accepting requests, and it's quite helpful for me.
Today's session has been kind of an important lesson, because since the time I came to Canada, everybody used to talk about hidden job markets. Like 85% is hidden job market, remaining gets visible. And I used to just wonder what exactly is the hidden job market. And I'd be like, maybe people are hiring, so I need to network, talk to more people and all. So I would put in a lot of energy in terms of meeting a new set of people, talking to them, figuring out whether they are hiring, or just maintaining that, professional connection. I had not looked at LinkedIn from this perspective, that strategically I can actually access the hidden job market like this. It was always like I have to, reach out to individual people from my connections, or, from the organizations. But this is like a whole lot of, like you said, it's like an ocean. And you can churn out whatever amount of effort you put in. You can churn out the adequate, opportunities, or even not just in terms of job, but also in terms of for the near future, if I'm planning to, kind of establish myself as a marketing communications professional, somebody who knows marketing communications, not just somebody who is just, working a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
In the long run, this is really going to help me, because then I'd be following the right set of people. And I've also learned that not just in terms of, the structured versus random search, I have been doing this with other social media platforms that I have, because I know that's how the algorithm works. But I think I've not been doing that for LinkedIn, wherein I'm structuring my profile. And when I say structuring my profile, as in I've been on LinkedIn for like, I don't know how many years, like 10, 12, 13 years, something like that. And there have been people who I have been following for a really long time. And now following them doesn't really make sense in terms of the change set of, goals that I have in my career. Yeah. So cleaning up that profile, seeing who am I following, because the algorithm is going to pick up, if I put in trash, I'll get trash. Whatever goes in, if I put in quality set of, follows and notifications, everything, I'll get quality output. So I think that is something that I definitely need to do. And I had been struggling with it in terms of understanding the hidden job market and all. This is something new. There is nothing that I'm unsure about at this point of time. And obviously, if I get unsure about something, I'm going to come to you, Ahmad.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. So great.